What's up, Broncos Country? Did you guys notice something strange during our entire preseason? Our four big signings, the pieces that are going to take us back to the top of the AFC West, simply disappeared from the games. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa, Hufanga, J.K. Dobbins, and Evan Engram. Where are these guys? Is there something wrong? Were they bad signings? Or does Sean Payton have a genius plan behind all this? Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to explain the real reason behind this strategy that could be the key to dethroning the Kansas City Chiefs. Folks, let's get to the facts. The Denver Broncos made heavy moves in the offseason. We brought in four pieces that everyone in the league had their eyes on: linebacker Dre Greenlaw, safety Talanoa Hufanga, running back J.K. Dobbins, and tight end Evan Engram. These guys were pointed out as the final pieces of the puzzle to take us back to the top of the AFC West. We're talking about players who can make the difference between being just another team fighting for playoffs or the team that will finally bring down Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But then the preseason came, and where are they? While other teams put their stars on the field to get into rhythm, ours were practically invisible. Now comes the part that's going to make total sense, family. Sean Payton and George Payton aren't crazy. They know exactly what they're doing. Check out the numbers. These four players combined only played 31 games last season. J.K. Dobbins managed to play 13 games, but Dre Greenlaw only 2 games the entire season. You guys understand what this means? We're talking about players with gigantic potential, but who arrived in Denver coming off seasons devastated by injuries. Tell me, Broncos Country, would you rather see these guys getting hurt in a game that doesn't matter or arriving 100% for Week 1? Sean Payton learned something that few NFL coaches understand. Sometimes, less is more. While other teams risked their star players in preseason, our coach made the smartest decision possible. He protected our most valuable investments. Think with me. If any of these four gets hurt in a preseason game, our season goes down the drain. Before it even starts, it would be a total disaster for the plans to dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs. Instead, Payton gave more playing time to players who are fighting for positions on the roster. Those who were competing for spots on the defensive line and in the backfield got the opportunity to show their worth. Here it gets interesting, family. The last team to win the AFC West before the Kansas City Chiefs era was U.S., the Denver Broncos. Super Bowl 50 champions. That defense was historic, one of the best the NFL has ever seen. And you know why? Because we reached the playoffs with everyone healthy and at peak performance. If we want to repeat that 2015 magic, we need all 53 players on the roster to be available, but especially these four new stars who can make the difference in decisive moments. Let's be real. The NFL today is a game of numbers and statistics. George Payton and Sean Payton analyzed the risks and made the most calculated decision possible. Dre Greenlaw is known as one of the most physical players in the entire league. The guy is a hitting machine, but exactly because of that, he needs to be preserved. 2 consecutive seasons affected by injuries are a warning sign that our coaching staff didn't ignore. Now let's talk about what really matters, Broncos Country. What does this strategy mean for the coming months? First, we arrive at Week 1 with 4 hungry players. These guys have been preparing for weeks, training hard, but without the physical wear of preseason games. It's like having 4 secret weapons ready to explode on opponents. Second, our roster depth was tested during preseason. While our starters rested, the guys fighting for spots showed what they're capable of. This creates a healthy internal competition that only strengthens the entire team. Third, Sean Payton managed to maintain the surprise factor. Other division teams didn't see our complete arsenal working. Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets. Nobody knows exactly what to expect when they face our team at full strength. Let's look at the numbers, family. J.K. Dobbins only played 13 games last season, but when he was on the field, he destroyed. Imagine this guy with a full healthy year alongside our Bo Nix. Dre Greenlaw only played 2 games, but those 2 games were enough to show why he's considered one of the most feared linebackers in the league. With him commanding our defense alongside the veterans, our defensive line is going to be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Talanoa Hufanga is that missing piece in our secondary, a safety who knows how to hit hard but also has coverage skills. He's going to give that extra security our cornerbacks needed. And Evan Engram? Folks, this guy is going to open up the field a lot for our receivers. A tight end who can run routes like a wide receiver is going to give headaches to any defensive coordinator who faces us. Meanwhile, what did our rivals do? The Kansas City Chiefs continued with the same base, trusting that experience will solve everything. The Las Vegas Raiders are in total reconstruction. The Los Angeles Chargers made changes, but nothing compared to our strategic move. The difference is that we brought immediate impact. These aren't rookies who will need time to adapt. They're proven veterans who know how to win in the NFL. Tell me, family, you know what our main obstacle is? The Kansas City Chiefs and that damn Patrick Mahomes who won't stop winning. But look, our strategy is perfect to face them. Dre Greenlaw knows how to pressure mobile quarterbacks. Our renewed defensive line is going to give their offensive line problems. And on offense, with more passing and running options, we're going to take the ball out of Mahomes' hands. The AFC West won't be a smooth walk for Kansas City anymore. This year, they're going to have to sweat to keep the crown. Now I'm going to break down each of these 4 stars so you understand exactly what each one brings to our team. Folks, Dre Greenlaw is different. This guy isn't just a common linebacker. He's the type of player who transforms an entire defense. In practices, he's already being seen as an extension of the coaching staff on the field. The guy has a game vision that allows him to anticipate opponents' plays. He studies so much film that he practically knows the tendencies of every quarterback in the league. When he comes back 100%, our defense is going to have that leadership that was missing in recent years. And the physicality? Monstrous. Greenlaw hits so hard that running backs get worried just seeing him enter the field. This creates a gigantic psychological factor in our favor. Guys, Talanoa Hufanga is going to solve a problem we've had for years. Hufanga has that rare combination. Knows how to hit like a linebacker and cover like a cornerback. In practices, he's already shown he has instant chemistry with our veteran cornerbacks. This communication in the secondary is fundamental to stop the aerial attacks of the AFC West. And another thing, Hufanga is an expert at reading tight end routes. Knowing that Kansas City, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas love to use tight ends as their main weapon, having a guy who knows how to neutralize that is pure gold. Family, J.K. Dobbins is going to completely change our offensive identity. Dobbins has an acceleration that reminds us of the great running backs from our golden decade. Most important, he's versatile, can run between the lines on the sides. And on top of that, he's an excellent pass catcher coming out of the backfield. This is going to give Bo Nix many more options and will confuse opposing defenses. In practices, he's already shown he has that field vision that separates good running backs from the great ones. He finds spaces where other players don't even see holes. Evan Engram is going to be our X factor. Engram has a combination of size and speed that's going to give nightmares to any defensive coordinator in the league. He can line up as a traditional tight end to help with protection, can split out as a receiver on the sides of the field, and can still run routes through the middle. It's practically impossible to cover a player like this with just one defender. The chemistry he's developing with Bo Nix in practices is impressive. They already look like they've been playing together for years. Here comes our coach's genius, Broncos Country. Sean Payton isn't just thinking about Week 1. He's thinking about Week 17, the playoffs, and who knows, maybe even the Super Bowl. The decision to save these players in preseason wasn't just about preventing injuries. It was about creating a winning mentality, showing these guys that they're special, that they're the main pieces of the puzzle. This creates extra responsibility in each of them. They know they're irreplaceable and that the season's success depends directly on their performance. Look at this master move. While other teams showed all their cards in preseason, we kept our main arsenal hidden. The defensive coordinators from Kansas City, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas don't have recent film of these 4 players in our system. They're going to have to guess how to use these stars. This gives us an enormous strategic advantage in the first games of the season. By the time they manage to adapt, we'll have already grabbed important victories. Remember 2015, we reached the playoffs with practically everyone healthy. Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Chris Harris Jr., all at peak physical form. Sean Payton studied that campaign and understood the formula. Having talent doesn't matter if the guys aren't available in the games that really matter. Preseason is just preparation. What counts is January. And if we want to get there fighting for a title, we need these 4 functioning at maximum potential. Hold up, Broncos Country. If you're enjoying this analysis and want to stay on top of all the moves of our Denver Broncos, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Here you'll always have the best content about our orange and blue family. Look, folks, I'm going to say what I think about all this. This Sean Payton strategy was genius. While other teams risked their stars and some even lost important players to silly preseason injuries, we're arriving at Week 1 with our complete arsenal. Just imagine Dre Greenlaw commanding our defense, Talanoa Hufanga being that safety we were missing in our secondary, J.K. Dobbins bringing explosion to our ground game, and Evan Engram giving Bo Nix one more quality option. If these 4 are 100% healthy, you can bet we're going to give all the AFC West teams a lot of trouble. I'll go further. I believe this could be the season that marks our definitive return to the top of the AFC. It's been a while since we had such a perfect combination of veteran talent, smart strategy, and experienced coach. So, Denver Broncos family, what did you think of Sean Payton's strategy? Do you agree it was the right decision to protect our new stars during preseason? I want to know your opinion. Comment below if you think this is going to be the season we finally bring down the Kansas City Chiefs. Believe that. Like if you believe in this team's potential, share with all your Broncos Country friends, and don't forget to stay tuned, because there's much more Denver Broncos content coming. Until the next video, family, go Broncos.